name's Stephen. I've been with Austrack for around 3 years now. My past has been involved in the caravan industry for the last 30 to 40 years. When I came on with Austrack, of course, the first thing we want to do is increase our sales, but we want the customer to have a better journey going through the whole process. I'd worked with a couple of the big CRMs in the past, being Salesforce and HubSpot, and I knew they wouldn't give me what I personally thought should happen. Having seen Zoho at another friend's business, decided that Zoho was the way to go for us. My previous experience with other CRMs was you always had a middleman involved if you had somebody set up the system for you. When I started with Austrack, one of the things I said to the owners at the time was, we will go with Zoho for the full setup. I only want to go back to one source if we have a problem. We're not going through somebody that's got to find out from somebody else. Lead generation for a company like us is through multiple platforms. The advertising we use on social media not only give us brand awareness, but they get the customers to walk into the showroom. And it's always interesting to follow the journey from when they first engage us, off of a website inquiry. We're using Zoho forms to bring the leads directly into us. I have a team that works solely on those leads coming in. If a person walks into the showroom, we can tell straight away if they've engaged us in any other platform. The lead will be sitting in there waiting to be converted. Or if it is a fresh lead, which is great, we create the lead, convert it to a deal, and then create the invoice from there. So the process is always documented from start to finish for us.
Once a person is in as a lead in CRM, then we use sync. We're syncing contacts from the contacts module and the leads module, and then they come into their own lists within marketing automation, and then we're using segments to break them up into target audiences to market to. We've set up multiple journeys, which includes EDMs and SMS as well.
Integration with Zoho into the business has been a good process for us. We've used the Jumpstart team from Zoho to help us. Without them, we wouldn't be where we are now. In one shot, we can look at it, we can see our cash flow, we can see where the customer's journey's at. For the sales team, it means I can be looking at what each sales member has put in as a sale. Where are they at? The system's automatically generating tasks for that salesperson to follow up. For the management team, we can look at what our ordering process is. What do we need to order? It's one big picture for us. In the deals pipeline, the number of deals we've got with deposits, moved on to final invoices made out, the handover dates already allocated. In the paramount side of it, the emails and text messaging we send out to remind the customer when their handovers are is all automated out of the back end of Zoho for us. Even down to the commission we pay the sales guys is all generated out of reports in Zoho. Motivates them to keep the customer in the right part of the pipeline if it's got to be moved manually. Also gives us an idea of what we've got to order, what our cash flow is going to be like for the month, and how many units we've got going out, basically.
Zoho is easy for quotes, converting to invoice because you've got all the information already, and it's easy for payments. We don't need to go to 2 different softwares anymore. You don't really need any training on it. Like when we have new beginners that come here, I have to train them, and when I go through how to do a quote, how to do an invoice, it's really simple.
Zero integration with any CRM is a challenge. The API that Xero gives you is very basic. As a business, we wanted to get all our sales team and be able to invoice and take payments through Zoho. The integration that Jumpstart did for us took a little while, but we've got it working well now. For the team that travels on the road doing shows, the mobile apps that we're running, either on iPhone or Android with tablet, we can create invoices, we can check sales each day. I've spent most of my life in sales in one way or another. The road to a sale is basically qualifying the customer. Are they ready to buy now? Are they buying in 6 months? Are they buying in 12 months? And each one gets a different reaction from the salesperson, but also from the follow-ups in the CRM. In the pipelines that I have set up in Zoho, it's exactly the same format, but at any time we can look at that customer and see where they are in their journey. And it's even all down to things like, do they need finance? Where are they at in their finance journey? Have they paid us the money, of course? Have we got a deposit? Are they a serious buyer? Has the stock got to the destination for delivery? So at any time, the salesman can look at their customer and they can go, oh, it's built, it's ready to be freighted, it's coming down. They can call the customer and arrange the handover. We then move into a process of sending EDMs out automatically through the CRM, because people tend to rebuy caravans every 2 or 3 years. So we want to stay in the forefront of what they're thinking. So we send them simple things like where to travel to, where can they take the dog, anything. We just keep them interested going through the CRM. And at some stage down the track, they'll come back and go, those guys at Austrack have looked after us from the start to the finish, and they're still talking to us. They might have engaged us for any sort of service work as well. We've got their whole history, and they will come back to you because of that. So for a company our size, the available knowledge that we can share with the customer needs to be in one location, so that our team find everything's in one spot. They lob into Zoho, they search the customer's name, and they can see everything that's going on. It might still be a sale, but if it has gone to the service, we can see what's been purchased. We can have a look at the warranty claim or the service claim. It might be service for wheel bearings or anything. One of the main advantages we found of Zoho for our team to use, as well as the management, is the different views that we can pull up and how it looks for us. We mainly use the Kanban view for that, which I've just found out is Japanese for signboard. Puts everything in columns, gives us figures at the top of a dollar figure if we want it, but tells me we might have 55 units sitting out there awaiting deposit because it's in that column. So I've got a couple of things going on at that point. I've either got a salesman that hasn't followed up on their customer, or the customer hasn't paid us. Either way, it requires a follow-up. So it immediately sets a task up for the salesperson, ask the customer what's going on, or the salesperson might realise and go, oh, geez, it's still in here. I better move it across to the next column where it should be so we can track this journey a bit better. In the background, as they move the columns across in the Kanban view, there's automation set up that will send out text messaging. We rely heavily on communication with the customer through SMS. It might be that your unit's 2 weeks off delivery. It might be, welcome to the Austrack family. We have just sent you the invoice. If you don't receive this invoice in the next 2 hours, please contact your salesperson. I've got about 190 automations set up in the background in the CRM that automate everything for us. Zoho is remarkable on its analytics and reporting that it gives us. At any time, we can pull a report on our sales numbers, on the leads coming in from the different platforms, what the journey was like even for a lead going through to final sale. To change a report, to change anything is only usually the flick of a switch. From the start of the process of bringing Zoho to Austrack, I knew what I wanted to see. And as with any great system, you always have a couple of hiccups, but we're quickly able to fix them. And we're still evolving with Zoho. We keep working with them to keep improving our system to improve our business all over.